still would like to know what the hell happened, because seriously, every single time I send people in, everything's fine. But this time around, droves after droves of fucking soldiers.
Well,
Nothing is
that one
happening.
guard tower you were trying to take back over, I had over 100 guys in there, and then I just kept sending guys in there to try to keep it over 100. I mean, I'm not so sure about the mushroom houses, but
The mushroom houses were definitely not that full. There was only a handful of people in there, and yet somehow I can't take it over.
you want to do this one, duplex 10, or did we do this one?
No, we didn't do this one.
Okay.
Still is fucking weird.
All right. Well, I'm definitely going with this guy again.
What does this do? Nah. What about the, I'll try this guy.
I didn't like him very much when I had him. The only good move he has is that ring of fire or whatever.
We'll see.
That isn't very helpful though.
We'll see. I'm blue all of a sudden? What's up with these colors?
Not sure I like this map too much. Way too many guard towers.
There's nothing wrong with some guard towers.
Not if I'm playing well, I mean if I'm not playing against you, then yeah, there's no problem, but I am playing against you, so it kind of is a problem.
What the hell? Now I'm struggling just to take over a fucking house. Now the game is fucking me over on purpose. For fuck's sake. Some of these guard towers will be quite difficult to get to, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you. How's that for a fucking surprise? Oh, at least towers can't make their own fucking units, because that would be fucking stupid.
Yep. Fuck that guard tower right there.
Why'd you push them away? I was going to help you.
Yeah, right. Okay.
I was going to requisition it and tell him to stop firing. What, is that a bad thing all of a sudden?
No, that's not a bad thing. It's just I don't trust you for half a second.
Well, that is just silly. Why would you ever think of me as a bad guy?
Oh, I don't know. No reason.
Yeah, exactly. No reason at all.
You're still struggling to take over that guard tower, I see.
How is this for struggle?
Hey, I got one guy in there. That's all that matters.
Yeah, and he'll be staying there for a while. With my compliments.
You really want that that building there, I guess.
Well, it is nice. Why is the main building not upgraded to this from the start? That's weird.
I don't know. Is it like that normally?
No, on the last map, no, not the last map, one of the previous maps we did, the main house was already maxed out when we started.
Oh.
Which is really odd, if you ask me. This looks quite silly, but let's give it a shot. Oh! You can convert your buildings into towers if you feel like it. Well, now I feel so much safer. In fact, if I were to attack your tower now, I would actually get some support around the tower.
Come on. Yeah, there we go.
Come on, boys. Get in there. Well, this is a good thing to know. Now it is only a matter of attrition. Let's buff them up. Make them into Boof Boris. Oh wait, that's not what I want. I was wondering why that doesn't do anything. You know, maybe an RTS wasn't the best choice of a game because there really isn't much you can say about it for a very long time. Eventually you're gonna need to stop and, well, concentrate.
Yeah.
Charge! Bamboozle the fuck out of that house. Oh yeah. And now to reinforce. Nah. Close, but no cigar. The squeeze is on. Odd how some abilities, when they are fully charged up, are just not available for some time.
I guess they make you wait.
There's no real reason to do that. I mean, it's loaded up. Let me fucking use it. The strategical mind of Captain is whirring.
Huh? What?
I was just complimenting your strategic thinking, and all I get is a
I don't know. This is... You have more buildings, but this is a very tight match right now, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to play it.
Based on the score, yeah. You want to get the squeeze on. So it is indeed a unit cap. Well, I'm not particularly fond of those, but if I must... Honestly, I prefer when a game allows you to just go without limits. Because then battles can get really fucking hectic and really fun at the same time.
Yeah.
But I suppose for the sake of limitation, it kind of makes sense. I mean, in this kind of a game, if you were able to make thousands of shrooms, it would just take a bit of time to stagnate, then just hit it at the right moment, and that's it.
Jesus Christ.
This is really necessary. Sure, okay. If Tao suggests, then Tao must be true.
I didn't mean to do that. Fuck.
Oh, yes! Charge! I don't think that's gonna help you, man. Oh, I don't think that's gonna help you at all. Oh! Shroom powers activate. Let's get crunked. That's not even an upgraded full... Not even a fully upgraded shroom house. Come on now. Alright. The squeeze is on, man. I do have to say that it would probably be better if you could see at least an estimate of how many people might be in the building. Not necessarily a full-blown number, like you don't have to know exact numbers, but at least some idea would be good. Because in the case where I couldn't take over the buildings, because, even though there were only a handful of people in them, it can get really frustrating, I gotta say. And you're just left wondering, like, what the hell's going on? Is the game cheating me or what?
Yeah.
The last thing you want the game to have you think is that it's cheating. Because that just doesn't feel right. Domination! Yeah, that only stopped a handful of them. The gears of war cannot be stopped.
Ah!
So this is how the fungus-based virus diseases spread.
Yeah, I guess so.
They just get out of control. Charge! Jesus Christ. I think I may have overdone the drums. God damn it. And there's still more to come. Look. Here's some more. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of shrooms, I gotta say. Would be nice if you could change a color. Maybe there is a way. Just out of curiosity, could we make another lobby just to see if we can change colors?
Yeah. Here, hang on.
Because it would be interesting to know. Of course, the lobbies are gonna glitch out for a bit, so...
Here, let me try again. Fuck.
Please stop! I just want to believe! Why you gotta be like this?
Oh my god. You know
It's
what?
really not wanting us to do it.
Let me see something.
Let me see the future. Oh, there are replays as well recorded. That's pretty nice.
I don't think you can change your color actually.
Yeah, I doubt it's a possibility, but oh well.
There we go. Now it.
Okay, let's see. How would she even go around doing that? Like, try to change the map, see what happens.
Yeah, it
Okay.
changes the color based on the map.
Yeah, it changes on the map. That's a bit of a weird limitation, I gotta say. Like, why is this needed? No other game ever does this, where you can't change the color unless the map deems it so. That's really odd. I hope this is just temporary, because it makes no goddamn sense.
Yeah.
Huh, but I guess that's about it for this game, because what else is there to show? We've shown everything.
Yeah.
All I can say is that this is a very pleasant surprise, and well, it's definitely not an RTS that you would think it would be. I guess it should just be called a strategy game, because it's really not an RTS in the same way that you would think it is. It just said, well, yeah, it is real-time based, but it's not really the same kind of an RTS that you would think if you've played other RTSs before. It's a little confusing to hear that this is an RTS, but it has almost nothing to do with what a traditional RTS does.
Yeah, well, I think normal RTS games have a lot more customization options. Have a lot, I don't know, they seem extremely fleshed out, and this isn't like there isn't a whole lot of depth when you're
It's very basic. You could say it's even casual. But in this game's case, I wouldn't say that's a bad thing, actually.
Yeah, I mean this game, I don't know if they did this for the first game, but this would be a game that's suitable for mobile. You know, you can make a mobile game out of this.
Yeah, it definitely has a feel of that kind of mobile gaming, and it would work because there's barely anything you need to do. You use the left mouse to select, right mouse to do stuff, and with the right mouse on the buildings, you can also change their function if you feel like it. So I guess on a phone, it would just translate as holding it a bit longer.
Yeah.
Well, of course, I will always say that no, it should fuck off from the mobile phones, but that's only because the touch controls are horrible. But other than that, it would work just fine. I don't know, there isn't much to say. It's the same deal as with any good game. There isn't much you can say about it because it's evident that it's good. What do you need to say?
Yeah. I mean, and if you were to make this game for mobile, yeah, all you have to do is make some simple changes to the controls, toss in some microtransactions, and you've got yourself a game.
No transactions, please.
Make it cost $5 to add 100 troops to a building.
Jesus Christ.
There we go. There's your idea. Go
Stop.
run with it.
Stop. Well, the only complaint that I can think of is that, well, it's a bit odd that you can't change the direction of your units once you set them on a specific path.
Yeah.
It would be nice if you could change your direction at will. But I don't know if this is intentional or not. If it is intentional, well, okay, whatever. I guess I can live with it. Every RTS has their own little quirks, so it's not a big deal. But if it's not intentional, well, I think it should be fixed as soon as possible. Because it is a very weird thing to have in the game then. Other than that, knowing at least an estimate of how many people are in enemy buildings would be nice.
I feel like that's too much leverage, though. Even an estimate. I mean, I don't know. It's like Yeah, I feel like it's too much leverage for the person who has the advantage with the number of troops. I feel like that's given them too much to work with, even if it is just an estimate.
In that case, may I propose that only specific level towers could only be able to hold a specific amount of troops? Because you can upgrade the tower, it makes it tougher, but it doesn't have any limit on how many people can be in it, which, I don't know, it doesn't really make sense to me. What if you could only have a specific amount of people in the tower before you upgrade it to the max? That would mean that there's actually more than just getting more power out of it to upgrade the tower. There's more purpose to upgrade it.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
I think it would work actually, because for early game, whoever gets the tower, he just needs to put in like 50 or something people in there. He can upgrade it to the max, and that's kind of silly. And while he's upgrading, the tower can fire, and he can have as many people as he wants. You don't get to see that in any other RTS, as far as I can tell, which kind of doesn't make sense. I mean, you're building around the tower to make it bigger, and yet it's still firing. That would, I don't know, I'm probably thinking about this too much. But I'm just kind of used to these kind of mechanics in other RTSs, where upgraded towers, while they're upgrading, they can't do anything, so you gotta defend them. Adds more strategic element.
I don't know if this would work, actually, but if you, for the towers, for the guard towers, I feel like it shouldn't be based on, like, in terms of how many, or how rapid the fire is out of those towers, and how efficient they are. I feel like that shouldn't be based on the upgrades. I feel like that should be based on how many troops you have in there. So if you have...
it could also work, actually, because then you could just throw out the upgrade system from the towers and just base their power and defense and whatever on just how many people you have. Because it would make a lot more sense. It's much harder to take over a tower that has more people in it.
Yeah, and I mean, it makes it well, I mean, it increases...
On the last map that we were on, that tower in your base, it doesn't even need people in it, and it destroys you as if it had a ton of it.
Yeah. It would make you have to manage your troops. It would make that a little more difficult, but I think it'd be the smarter choice.
Well, that's what strategy is all about, managing the troops.
Yeah. But this isn't an RTS game. This is just a regular strategy game. Fuck.
It's a thing.
No, it's a casual game.
Oh, shit. Who are the devs of this game, anyway?
I have no idea. You know what? I would be surprised if they didn't have credits on here somewhere.
Well, I don't see any. So I guess we'll have to look him up and see what he can do to pitch in the ideas. But that's a thing for another time. For now, I'm Wald Richards from the Game Train, and that was also Captain from Captain.
Yeah. Don't forget about me. I'm the most important person.
Yes, after all, he offered this key for me. And this game does not suck, which is a very good thing. Keep up. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Peace!
Wow.